What's up, folks? My name is Trail, better known as Budget Bill, and today I want to go over with you how you can get an 800 plus credit score and how you can increase your credit score fast within 60 days. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome. Glad to have you. Be sure to click on the subscribe button down below so you can be a part of this channel. Also, be sure to click the like button as it really helps the channel grow, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. I would appreciate it. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. What's up, folks, and thanks for sticking around. So for several years, I have been helping my family and friends with their credit score and raising it just by providing passive information to them as needed. I've even gotten to the point where a few of my friends told me directly that they didn't want me to tell them how to increase their credit score. They literally wanted me to do it for them. Sadly enough, my only intentions was just to help as many people out as I could without making a single dime, which is sort of why I started this YouTube channel. I just enjoy helping others. But anyways, let's go over these 6 master tips or tricks that will increase your credit score as fast as possible. Now, these tips are for people that have no credit history or even people that have bad credit history. And yes, people with bad credit history can build their credit back up over time. So if you have below a 600 credit score, then these should really work for you. Number 1. Now, the first strategy is to become an authorized user on someone else's account. This can be from your parents, your sister or your brother, or even your best friend. Someone that obviously trusts you and want to help you with your credit score. You also want someone with a 750 or above credit score to add you to one of their credit cards as an authorized user. Now, what's going to happen is that the credit card company will send the credit card holder a credit card with your name on it. Now, they will be reliable for any charges on this credit card, which is why the owner needs to hold that card in their possession at all times. Don't give it to you, okay? There is no need for them to give you the new credit card. The only purpose for this is to increase your credit score. So by them adding you as an authorized user on their credit card, the payment history and the credit limit and everything else associated with that credit card will apply to your credit history. Now, before you just go out there and ask anyone to be an authorized user for it, be sure to do your own due diligence by understanding the primary account holder's habits. You should ask them what's their credit score. Yeah. You should. You should also know if this specific credit card has any late payments, how much they owe on this credit card, and what's their credit limit on that credit card. Because all of those things will be reflected on your credit report, which in turn should boost your credit score instantly. Now, one of the biggest questions is, will their bad credit rub off on their good credit? The answer is no. The authorized users will not be reflected on the primary account holder's credit report. The authorized user's credit history will not be reflected on the primary account holder's credit report. Now, after you add the authorized user to your primary account credit card, the next reporting cycle will get reported to the 3 credit bureaus for the authorized user. So now if you pull your next credit report, you will see the new credit card showing up on your report along with its long-time history profile. Now, let's use one of my credit cards as an example. I have a credit card that I received back in 1996. I have perfect credit history on this credit card. The credit limit is about $22,000 and I owe 0 on this credit card. And let's say you currently have no credit cards in your name currently. If I sign you up as an authorized user on my credit card, it will now show up on your credit report that you have had a credit card with $22,000 in credit limit since 1996. This will immediately boost your credit score by up to 100 to 150 points. Now, obviously, if you are only 25 years old, you probably don't want to use my card from 1996 as you wouldn't be old enough to even own that credit card. But you get my point, right? So that's how the authorized user strategy would benefit you and your credit score. And just FYI, this is also referred to as piggybacking. And if you want to read up more about this, I will include a few links down below in the description so you can check those out at your leisure. Number 2. The second thing to help you get that 800 plus credit score is to lower your credit utilization. And there are actually two quick and easy ways to lower your credit utilization rate. Number one is to get a new credit card, and number two is to become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Yes, surprisingly, these two options will actually help you lower your credit utilization. Think of it this way. If you have a credit card with $5,000 credit limit and you owe $2,500 on that credit card, your utilization rate is going to be 50%. Now let's say you choose option A and get a new credit card. Let's say that new credit card that you get is $5,000 as well. So now you have a total of two credit cards with $5,000 total on each credit card. So that's a total of $10,000 credit limit in your name. And let's say you still owe that $2,500 on one of the credit cards, right? Your new utilization rate will now be 25% instead of 50%, because it's $2,500 of the $10,000 total for you and your credit report. Now let's look at option B, and you are added as an authorized user on My Credit Card. You know, the one we talked about earlier? Well, remember, My Credit Card has a credit limit of $22,000 plus your credit card of $5,000. Now, you still owe that $2,500 on your credit card, right? Your new utilization rate would now be 9%. And that's why your credit score will immediately see a boost just by doing one of the two options that I just gave you. And don't forget, the 3 credit bureaus want your credit utilization to be under 30%. And you were just able to drop yours in 30 days. Now, the objective is to keep your utilization rate between 1 and 10% for the best results. Now, with it being higher than that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a bad credit score. However, the higher you get on your utilization rate, the more your credit score will be affected by this. Number 3. You want to print off your current copy of your credit report. Now, do not go to the first website and pay for a credit report. Nowadays, credit reports are free. Y'all know we love free stuff, right? A few sites out there to get that free credit report would be something like Credit Karma, Experian, or even freecreditreport.com. Once you download and print a copy of your credit report, then you want to get a highlighter and highlight all the things that are either erroneous or invalid on your credit report. Once you do that, you want to physically write a letter. I know it's 2020 and you still want me to do this? Or you can type the letter. Okay, that's fine. But you want to mail a letter to the 3 major credit bureaus. And you can look those addresses up on the internet, or it might actually be listed at the bottom of your credit report. On each letter that you personalize, you want to address the erroneous information on your credit report and report them that it's not valid or inaccurate. Now, this typically takes about 30 days for the credit bureaus to get your letter, read it, and respond to you with either an action or a response letter in return. Majority of the time, they are able to remove things from your credit report and send you a confirmation letter. Now, you can just Google to find some different template letters out there to help you get started on writing and sending in your letters. This is super easy, but it can be a little tedious. So break it up instead of trying to do all of your letters in one sitting. Number 4. The 4th thing you want to do in the meantime is to avoid any hard pulls on your credit report. And what I mean by this is don't apply for anything in which they have to run your credit. Whether that's to buy a new car or get a new credit card or even leasing some furniture for your new apartment. While you are working on getting an 800 plus credit score, avoid all types of credit transactions during that time. The reason you want to avoid this is because every time you have a hard pull on your credit, it's going to decrease your credit score. The more you have, the more it appears to be at risk for lenders to lend you more money. So if you plan on buying something in the near future in which your credit will need to be pulled, be sure to strategize the timing for doing such. Technically, you want to wait to get your credit score increased before buying a car anyway, so you can get the best interest rate possible. That will definitely save you money in the long run. Number 5, pay your balances off every month. I can't stress this enough. Now, this is one of the main reasons why people have their credit score lowered is because they choose to just pay the minimum payment and they don't pay off the full balance every month. And we know for some people, life gets in the way of doing things sometimes, so we get it. But doing this consistently over time will really help to boost your credit score back up again. For example, when I downloaded a copy or review my credit report, I noticed for each credit card I own, it shows the last 24 months of payments, whether I was on time or late for those payments. So in essence, you need to have a consecutive 24 months of good on-time payments. Number 6. And then we have a bonus for you today, just because you stuck around to the end of the video. Go ahead and comment down below to share with others how you received the bonus at the end. But the number 6 thing you need to do is to dispute. You need to repeatedly do this over and over and over again. This is one of the easiest things to do. However, it is very time consuming and most people don't have the time to do so. But it's your credit, no one else's. So if you don't want to do the work to improve your credit score, who will? Figure it out. What's important to you and how you rate them against your other daily activities. This is a tactic that credit card companies use and charge a lot of money for. So dispute. You can dispute things by letters, or you can use the online option through different credit reporting agencies. Then after you dispute something, you have to monitor the progress of that. I suggest you keep a spreadsheet of what all you have been disputing, as well as when you disputed it. So you can monitor whether it's been 30 days or not, and other notes that are helpful for each item you are trying to dispute. Typically, the credit bureau has to respond within 30 days or the issue will fall off automatically. But let's be honest, sometimes that doesn't always happen on its own. So you want to monitor each dispute that you start down to the completion of that dispute. And you are for sure to see your credit score increase. And those are my 6 steps on how you can increase your credit score to 800 plus. If you enjoyed this video today, please smash that like button, as it really helps the channel grow. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is a great time to click on the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell next to it, so you can be notified every time I upload new videos. Again, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.